Nature's Rhythm, Druid's Charm, Sauron on the play. Huge. Speed run. Boop. I'm gonna actually do this so I can't get this killed here. Azusa, boom, boom, boom. That strip mine. Alright, we're gonna scam strip mine on turn 2. I will not play around Mana Drain. Huge. Based in True Pilled. No Spell Pierce. Okay. Bloop. Huge. Then we play that. We play this safest ramp spell here. Trying to reanimate that. So let's get a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap out. Come on, do it. Tap out, please. Or braid me. Ah. All right. So that we could get the other land instead here. No. I think we're still on the same plan. We're gonna do that. I think this isn't a braid. Yeah, it's not some kind of counter spell. So excavator. Kill that. You have to abrade here. Do it. Do it. No abrade, lightning bolt? Not lightning bolt. What is this? You have to kill this. You lose the game if you don't kill it, so. Okay, string him. Sure. And then we just do this for... Oh, I think we win from this? Because I have enough, because they killed that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I can get... I still win the game that way? Oh, this is great. You thought you were stopping the strip mine? Is that what you thought? Oh, opponent. Tisk. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Someone told me that strip mine was only good on turn 1, and I'm like, no, it's not. I've used strip mine to beat so many people and they get so mad. Oh, it's great. This is what the wizards intended. La 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 la. Your turn. Oh, you don't have any lands. Oh, opponent. Oh no. Tragic. Actually tragic. Whoop, I have a stop. My bad. Let's do this. This is the first game I played today, by the way, if anyone's curious. This is the literal first game I played. I'm making this just to prove a point here. Someone told me, who's a content creator, says strip mine is only good on turn 1. No. Strip mine is destroying historic Brawl if you're all in on it. Bring back banding. That is a... Okay, I will play this turn 1. There's a lot... Sometimes I actually don't do this, because this gives me lands for Azusa, but this is a case where I do. I don't even think I play a Boreal Grazer anymore, which is actually insane. Not playing a Boreal Grazer is one of the most insane things I could ever say out loud here. Oh, I could have just mapped. Yeah, I could have just mapped it. This is kind of the same. I'll get it next turn anyways. If there's a 2-mana rock, I'm going to feel kind of bad, but I can still beat that. Okay. I don't know what it could be, but apparently it's... Was it K command? I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. Always strip mine. What costs 2 here? That's not K command. Null elemental blast? Oh, there's no targets. I don't know. Warping whale. Wow. That's the first time I've ever seen that cast. Okay. I could swing. Life total doesn't matter though. So, Michael spawn Ancient Tomb? Arid Arcway is identical, without losing any life. Yeah, I'm gonna get herp derped here, I think. Just smooth brain, 2 into 4. I can't do anything about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can blow that up with Beseiju. Or I could play it as a land for Ulamog. I should probably play it as land for Ulamog. I think that's slightly more efficient. And my opponent having Ujin doesn't just win the game, especially if I don't have anything to exile. I could play this, I'll just exile it though. It's not doing anything anyways. I'm just gonna spend min on it. It's literally doing nothing. I'll just spend it. It doesn't have any text in this matchup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I draw a land, I'm really good. If I don't, I'm not very good. This is colorless. They don't have a land. Okay. Suppose that is an option. An outcome. Dragon's Horde? This is actually completely all in on Ujin. This is 100% in on Ujin. Dragon's Horde is just nuts. Ujin doesn't do anything, no? You need something else. This doesn't work. They moused over Ulamog like they could target it. You can't even target the 3-3. That's great. They have to draw. They have to draw. Otherwise they're dead on board to 13 damage. Okay, there's almost nothing that saves you. That doesn't do it. Did they leave themselves dead? Opponent, you're playing Ujin. You have to use your brain. Oh, I guess you don't use your brain. You just cast mana rocks and lose the game. Oh, historic Brawl never change. This format's ridiculous. Alright, 2-0. Zargo. Zargo. This is the weird one, right? Correct. Alright, so boom, boom, boom. We have Strip Mine in hand. We're on the play, too. I can get Ancient Tomb turn 2 for Strip Mine. It's all colorless, though. Yeah. Kind of tragic. I wish one of these was a forest. Well, not this one, but I wish this was a forest here. No world-ending mistake here, though. I could still risk it. No, we're going to Abundant Harvest on turn 1. For, I think, actually a land, which is weird. No, I shouldn't do a land. I should do a non-land and accept that these are the two things I do later. Otherwise, I'm just gambling for Ancient Tomb, Top Deck Forest. Not quite what I wanted. It'll work, though. I'm still gonna ruin my opponent's day here. So, Besage you. Pass. Ideally, there's no 2-drop. Okay, it looks like there probably is a 2-drop. Still fine. Strip mine is only good on turn 1. It's only turn 1 is good. That's what I've heard. Someone was adamant. This is only good turn 1. Ooh, Kefka. Do we need more than the best thing ever, which is turn 1 strip mine? We do have turn 1 strip mine. They're on the draw. I'm on the draw, though. Boom, boom, boom. Ancient Tomb. Blood Boon. Or Bloom Vine. Boom, boom. I mean... yeah, they're not going to crack it, so... keeps our play simple. Okay, I can strip mine this. There's a lot of arguments to not doing that, though. I don't know. I'm going to take that risk and see if my opponent just gives up when I do it. We'll see what they do. This sets the game back to turn 1, but it could disrupt my opponent greatly. And I would have no way of knowing that, so... land. Looks like it didn't? Yeah, looks like it didn't. They gotta be careful with this, though. There's some cards they don't want me to discard. Let's get rid of Overlord. And then play Azusa. Hope my opponent minuses. They do. Wow. Good to see. Alright, this is probably looking for a land. I can Primal Command the Drowned Catacomb. Although, this is going to find a land, so it's way less efficient. They shock themselves for it as well. I don't know what this means. We're going to find out the hard way. Okay, it doesn't mean what I thought it would mean. Oh! Opponent? I thought only turn 1 strip mines were good. A Johnny? Okay. I have not played against a Johnny, I think, for about 1.5 years now. It's been a long time. Last time I saw this, I was a deck where it like couldn't really fight against me because I was the 0 just didn't have any text. They can do stuff though. They're also on the play, so they have the advantage. I wonder what this looks like. I don't know what it looks like now. It's been quite a while. Swords would be kind of bad. I'd like a 1-drop here. Okay, that's fine. Do I play that? I always play that, right? Yeah, I always play this. And then all of these are okay. We could take this, the off chance that it finds one of my Crucible of World elementals or something. That's fine. They need Get Lost Swords, can't be Path. Oh, no one plays Path, but... I could be Upkeep Path, actually. Nope. And no. Alright. So, Azusa, land. We could go into Nissa instead. But we have the... Kami? Actually, if I play Azusa... I'm going to play Azusa here. Because Azusa... excuse me, I'm going to play Nissa here. Because I have Kami to make lands. I can go boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this feels better. I'm still ahead. This is a scenario where effectively both of my creatures are the potential of them. The what's the term? I can't remember the term. Potential energy. Kinetic potential is through the roof. They can tap my land or else. That is viable here. Or I can just take one. No Johnny. I'm not even going to read what that is. I don't care. So let's do this. Green, that. Yep. Oh, I actually needed to draw a land here. I actually needed to draw a land to do the play I wanted. That's funny. I didn't realize that. Let's go here. I guess it works out that I drew a land. Green, here. Analyze can get anything. I don't need it to get anything specific. I also don't need to cast it. So we can just wait. We can just chill. Ideally, they just play a Johnny. And then gain 4? Yeah, they gain 4. And then the Ascendant flies. Okay, they don't have an untapped land. Or, they do, but it would lose them life. What's that last card? I will always block the healer with the Azusa. Azusa has no more text on it. And if it, by the time it does, I can get it back. It's not a big deal. A combat trick? Wow. Really? To save a 3-1. Alright, well. My opponent's playing an incredibly honest game. The 0 is not doing it here. We can play this. We can strip mine. It demands my opponent draws a land for the turn. Yeah, this is probably worth it. They have to top deck a land. The most likely thing, but probably a good idea here. So let's get you and strip mine. Pick up strip mine with the Titan. I think I'm just going to cast this. Yeah, that's fine. I cast Reclaimer after. Yep. Analyze the Pollen can find a fair amount of scary things here. They have 7 in the air. I can beat that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 mana. I can get Bahamut. I think Bahamut's in my deck. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know what the giant bombs are. We'll find out the hard way, I guess. Also, if Primeval Titan lives, it's even worse for them, so. I can also just strip mine spam and try to survive, but the Ascendant can kill me if I'm not careful. This has to take Primeval Titan. It doesn't necessarily stop it, because I can just exile the shelter. Reclaimer's too slow here, it's not going to matter. I don't care if they scry. Okay, Crucible can strip mine spam. We can take them off of lands. Not really part of the game plan as it stands. Let's get rid of you now. Oh, I could have just fought. Ooh, I could have just fought the Lurker. Alright, that's a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't destroy our soul. We found the Reach annoying creature my opponent does not ever want to see. So, works out. Now there's never going to be a Johnny for the entirety of this game. I can play this. And this is where Azusa is just so good as a blocker and not really ideal to kill. Opponent, you're flying for 7. It's a 2-turn clock. I can't stop it. Oh, wait, never mind. I just talked about a reach creature. Oh, yes. Yep, nope, Strip Mine's only good turn 1. It's only good turn 1. Trust me. 5-0. Okay, so I played a lot more games. I think I only highlighted 6 or 5 to 7. I don't know. I played a bunch. But I only lost 1 game, and that game was me keeping the most loose hand ever. Up against, I think it was Scythus. Yeah, it was Scythus, whatever, where it's just like, it was on the play, and I couldn't stop it. It had a Boil Grazer, and boom, boom, boom. So there's, like, ways to lose, right? But I won every other game I played. I played this for, like, an hour straight. I'm not gonna edit, like, I only made this video to prove a point that I think Azusa is probably the best commander, because not only is it not in Tier 1 per se, against Tier 1 it has play. It's not just an auto loss against Keenan and Scythus and all that jazz. I can just beat those things. Strip Mine fundamentally it changes what it recategorizes how you build your decks, and a lot of people don't care about this because they just want to play the cards they think are fun or interesting or whatever. And I think I played this on stream a while ago when Strip Mine just came out. I've tuned it a little bit more, and I think the only thing that matters with this deck list specifically is just finding Strip Mine, and that is incredibly easy. In fact, I don't even have Exploration. That card has come out. Oh, whoops. That card has come out since I have played this on stream, and I don't have it. But if you do have it, I would argue you could probably just replace Burgeoning with this, or you could replace really a whole bunch of different things, honestly, for this card. The One Ring has been a little disappointing. By the time you're drawing a bunch of cards with One Ring, if this matters, the game is probably decided already, because your opponent has enough mana to do what they want, and if they do not have enough mana to do what they want, then you drawing cards off of One Ring is very unlikely to remove your ability to prevent your opponent from doing what they want. So if you're drawing cards and your opponent's playing spells, the spells most likely are going to outweigh the cards you draw because you're all in on Strip Mine spam. I have actually changed the deck since then. Actually, I'm going to just click this in here. I have changed the deck list since that point, where it's even more heavily into Strip Mine, where maybe... Excuse me, not Strip Mine. I'm more into large, scary threats than I was before. And those giant threats are a way to win the game if Strip Mine wasn't enough. Right? Even something like Ujin is good. There's plenty of colorless things in here. Maybe there's not enough to play it over something like Summon Bahamut. I don't know. I think 9-mana bombs are not really a part of the Historic Brawl meta anymore. It kind of just stops at 6, really. It honestly kind of stops at 3. But if you're a mono green deck, the idea is you can still play these things. So there's like kind of 2 things you present as a massive issue for a ton of opponents. It's not just the tier 1 things or the random things. There are so many issues with this format that arise because Strip Mine is not Wasteland. This should be changed, in my opinion, to Wasteland. They should remove this card and replace it with Wasteland. Destroying people's basic lands. When people play basic lands right now, they're usually just a monocolor deck or maybe a 2-color deck, or they just have enough basics where it's not really a big deal to get hosed by Blood Moon or Flood Moon or Winter Moon. I guess Winter Moon as well. But Strip Mine removes that, and your play around Blood Moon with a bunch of basics is now not really viable when there's Azusa Strip Mine spam stuff going on. I, oddly enough, have really never seen another player playing an Azusa Strip Mine spam package. I've played plenty of Azusa players, and they might have Strip Mine in their deck, but a lot of them are not all in on trying to find Strip Mine. And this is the deck I play when I'm just trying to get quick wins for the day, and I'll get the 4 or 5 wins for the day, move on. I'm not streaming or whatever, like today. I just thought I'd hit the record button. But this happens so quickly because people just concede even if the Strip Mine isn't going to win the game. So you also win against those players who don't feel like playing against it. And I don't blame them. I think Strip Mine is a problem. I really, of all the things in the format, if Dark Ritual and Mana Drain exist, then I guess Strip Mine is okay. But I really think Strip Mine catapults the format into a different territory. Like, the launch fuel for the rocket is like not Strip Mine. It's Mana Drain, Dark Ritual, I guess Ragavan if you have a way to protect it. Chrome Mox, like those are the rocket fuel kind of things. And then this is the moon. No pun intended because of the art. But this is like where you go with the catapult stuff. This card single-handedly redefines the format. And I'm sure there's plenty of people who play Historic Brawl and they don't see a lot of Strip Mine. But if you do see a lot of Strip Mine, it's gonna just hose you so badly if you're not ready for it. And it's very hard to be ready for this card. I'm pretty sure the card's like, what is it, Needle? Yeah, Pithing Needle is actually banned. And this is a card that could stop you from getting hosed by Strip Mine. And it's banned. You can't play this card. You can play your own Blood Moons and Flood Moons against Strip Mine. But then the green player has a bunch of Naturalizes and Besage You as a card, and if I had seen a bunch of Blood Moon, Flood Moon things to shut down Strip Mine, then I could accommodate that by adding some more Naturalize effects and whatnot. Again, I don't even really like the One Ring. Every time I play it, I'm kind of disappointed with it. So, but yeah, it just Strip Mine's absolutely gross. This card is disgusting. This video is more about talking about this card than it is playing with it. But if you want quick wins and you play Historic Brawl, just play this. I have played Magic Arena since it came out. I played in the beta. I have effectively not stopped playing. And I do those like 4 to 5 wins a day farm decks all the time. And since Arena has come out, this deck specifically has been by far the fastest and most consistent. It's not even close. I'm getting my wins in under like 30 minutes by just playing this. Some games, maybe it's like 50-50. I really haven't paid too much attention to this, but there are plenty of games, I'll say, where you don't even need to cast Azusa at all whatsoever. Once Upon a Time, this is, I think, the only deck I've ever played with it, and it's okay here. It just helps you find Strip Mine is the main idea. Most of your games are 1 into 3. A Boreal Grazer could probably just be a forest. This is another thing I guess I'll talk about where I say a 1-drop into a 3-mana play on the play is the best thing you can do in Historic Brawl. And I don't really think that has changed. And it is kind of insane to me that while that is true, it is also reasonable, maybe, to just not play a Boreal Grazer, because Azusa is kind of doing the same thing almost at the same time, where this card kind of gets in the way of your Azusa, and like, this could just be a forest, because when you play Azusa, you can just play all the forests on your hands anyways. And 1 into 3 isn't as insane in a deck like this, but I'm not too sure. I have tried without a Boreal Grazer, and it felt fine. Kami is fine to stay because it turns into lands for Azusa. If you could play all of your 1-drops be just Kami, you'd probably do that. But yeah, a Boreal Grazer as a thing that might not be in the top 100 cards is a telltale sign that Strip Mine is problematic. I don't like to throw that word around, like, oh, the sky is falling, oh no, but this card redefines the format more than Dark Ritual or Mana Drain ever has, or ever could dream of doing. I'm not even playing Chrome Mox. I probably could, honestly. I probably could play Chrome Mox. A turn 2 Azusa is always fine. It never feels like I want to immediately blitz this into play on turn 2. The games I don't, I feel okay. The cards I exile under Chrome Mox could be the card I use to find Strip Mine, and that is the name of the game with a deck like this. So, I don't know. All in all, this deck is absolutely insane. You don't have to think about anything except your mulligan. I don't know, maybe my commentary throughout the games. I've played an endless amount of Historic Brawl, so I know what to expect from my opponents. I know what to play around. It's not a ranked format, obviously, but it's all about Strip Mine. That's it. That's what this... Its entire thing. I've played Expedition map on turn 1, or World map on turn 1, and people just concede it. They're like, oh, Strip Mine, and they're just done. I don't know. This card is cracked. Shouldn't be here. Turn it into Wasteland. Give us Wasteland and ban this card. That's my hot take. So let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys at the time at which I do, and in no time before that. Get out of here.